Very first thing, just draw a circle with diameter 50 mm. So I'll do the circle command. From here 25 is the radius, so I got a circle of 50 mm. Then just divide that circle into 8 equal parts. So we have divided the circle into 8 equal parts with 45-degree angle each. Now they say that circle is moving for half revolution horizontally and half revolution vertically. So in that case, the distance traveled for half revolution will be pi r, and distance traveled for vertical revolution is pi r. So pi r distance I will be considering here, which is coming out to be 78.5. So line command, from here I will go for 78.5. Height is of course 50 mm. We'll again come back to this and we'll project all these divisions till this line. I can even draw a circle here. So circle command, from here to here. So this is the circle we got. I can just extend this line. So we have extended these lines here. So now, as I said, the circle will be traveling half revolution here and then half revolution here. So what we will do next is we will take a line command, and from this point again we will go up for 78.5, that is pi r distance. So 78.5. Again on this side for 50, enter. From here, then again you can just extend these divisions on this side as well. And again we will draw one circle here. So I go to the circle command, from here to here. Even I can extend these lines till this circle. So we have extended these lines to till this circle. Now since we have divided this circle into 8 parts, we have to divide this line and this line into 4 equal parts, because we want total 8 divisions. So 4 divisions here and 4 divisions here. So I'll be dividing this line into 4 divisions. How to divide the line into 4 divisions? We generally take a line command. We generally draw a line here at some inclination. So suppose I draw a line of 80 or 20 at an angle of 60, 20 at an angle 60, 20 at an angle 60, and 20 at an angle 60. So what we did, we have just drawn a line at an angle of 60 degree and just divided that line into 4 equal parts. So we have drawn basically 80 mm line. So 20 mm, 20 mm, 20 mm, and 20 mm, like that. Now what we do is we take a line command, and from here I'll join to this line. Once it is done, then next I'll just draw the parallel line. So I'll take this line, say copy, from here to here to here to here. So basically we have drawn parallel line. You can just keep your roller scale here and just move the roller scale. This point will come, you can draw it here, here, and here. So we got these divisions here. Same divisions you can get on this side also. You can just take this much distance in compass, any of the distance, because all distances should be same. You can take this much distance in compass and put it here and just go on marking the divisions. So we have divided both the lines into 4 equal parts, 4 here and 4 here. Now you can just give the naming to all the points. So I can mark the points. For example, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when it takes a half revolution, automatically this 8 will go up and this 4 will come down. So then 2 will go here, 6 will go there. So automatically all positions will interchange. Same will happen here. If it takes half revolution here, Automatically, if this point 8 is here, this will go here. If this 4 is here, this will go here. This 6 will go here, this 2 will go here, and so on. So after that, what I can do is, whatever the division you have did here, for that I can locate the centers on the center line. So to do that, I can take a center line comma. From here, I'll just get this point here. Then from here, I'll mark this. Then this, the fourth point is already here. Then next, from here, I'll mark this. Then from here, I'll just mark this. Then from here, I'll just mark this. And finally, even I'll just mark this line from here to here. So these are the centers what we got. So we can mark these as C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8. So you can see here we have marked all the centers here. Now it is given that the point is initially on the top of the circle. So this point 4 is actually my point P. Now what I'll do is, now I'll take center to P distance, that is radius of the circle, into compass, put it at C1, and I know that when this will start rotating, this 1 will come here, so automatically 3 will come on this line, and 2 will go on this line. 1 will go here, 8 will go here, 7 will go here, 6 will go. Stage wise it will go. So according to that we can mark the arcs. So for example, we have taken the distance of origin to P into compass, keep it at C1 and mark it on this line, because I know that when this center will come here, this P will go at this line. So I'll mark this here. Next I'll take this much distance in compass, put it at C2 and we'll mark on this line. Keep it here at C2, the radius itna distance, keep it at C2 and mark it on this line. So we got this second point. Same way, same radius, I'll keep it here. I'll put it at C3 and will mark on this 3 wala line. So by doing so, we will get this point here. And finally, at C4, we will keep and we'll get this point at this point. So we got these 4 points. 1, this is starting point, then 1, 2, 3 and 4. We will join this to get one curve. So we have joined all these 4 points to get this smooth curve. So this is for half of the rotation. Then next we will see the next rotation, that the point will move from this position to this half revolution, means basically from here to here it should move. So we can mark the other 4 points now. To do so, again we'll do the same thing. What we will do is, when this will start rotating, the 4 point will go up, then again up, then will come down, and then will come to this position. So we know that the final position will be at this point. 2 more points, 3 more points we have to locate. Those we will locate now. So to do so, what we will do, again we'll take the same distance in compass, that radius wala distance in compass, put it at C5 and mark it on this line. So we have taken C5 as a center, 25 as a radius, and we will mark it on this line, because after this point the point will move to this stage. So we'll mark this point here. After that, at C6 we will again take the radius itna distance, and definitely I'm going to get that point here. So for doing so, circle command from here to here. So this will be the point. So we got that point here. Now we will take C7. After this, the point will move on this stage. So I'll take the radius itna distance in compass, put it here and mark on this line. So we got this point here, and finally, as I mentioned earlier, that the final point will be this. So I can join 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 point to get the another curve. So this will be the final figure what you will get, and you can draw the arrow here and can mention this curve as cycloid. Thank you.